soups. That's also going to be in your interest. And then, of course, using nutritional supplements is important. A couple of nutritional supplements that could be helpful for the adrenal glands. Vitamin C may be the most important of all the vitamins for the adrenal glands. Zinc may be the most important mineral for the adrenal glands. And then also, for the adrenal glands, salt is very important. Low-salt diets are the dumbest thing you could do for adrenal health, and any doctor who tells you you're eating too much salt needs to go back to medical school and study biochemistry again, because salt is absolutely critical for the health of every one of your cells and your body in general, and the adrenal glands. In fact, for folks who are dealing with adrenal fatigue, drinking salt water can be one of the most energizing things you ever do. In fact, first thing in the morning, what I do is I make myself a veggie juice with lots of Celtic sea salt in it. And you want to put enough Celtic sea salt in your juice, or even in your water. You can do this in distilled water. Put enough Celtic sea salt in your water to where it tastes just right for you. Sip on the Celtic sea salt, and you'll notice, if you're dealing with adrenal fatigue, you'll notice that you get energy from the Celtic sea salt. I say Celtic sea salt because Morton salt doesn't count. Celtic sea salt gives you all kinds of accessory minerals in addition to the sodium and chloride. You'll get magnesium, and you'll get calcium, and a lot of other minerals from Celtic sea salt. So using Celtic sea salt in water in addition to vitamin C, in addition to zinc, in addition to deep breathing techniques, in addition to nutritional supplementation, in addition to making sure that you're using techniques for grinding your foods up and making the nutrients more accessible, can help you deal with digestive problems that are secondary to adrenal health issues. Is that helpful, Chuck?
It sure is. So it sounds like stress and anxiety are really at the top of the list then.
I'm telling you, buddy. Look at the world we live in. Fear is encouraged. Everywhere you look, we're told to be in fear. You know what? If you're listening to anybody on television or on the radio, or you're reading something in the press, and it's making you feel scared, turn it off, shut it down, throw the newspaper in the trash. You don't need to know about a war that's happening on the other side of the world, or some accident, a bridge that came down somewhere in Malaysia and a bunch of people died, or whatever kind of fear they're trying to promote. Nowadays, the fear is the fear of the police. Police are shooting everybody. Have you noticed all the stuff now about the police shooting everybody, and everybody's scared of the cops, and now they want to do body cams, right? I noticed the body cams aren't pointed at the police, though. They're pointed at us. That's a whole nother story. Any case, fear, anxiety, any kind of angst kind of issues, those are counterproductive to health, and counterproductive especially to adrenal health and digestive health, for that matter. I'm going to move on, Chuck, unless you have something else.
I'll listen to you Thursday night on the Norrie Show. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Take care, Chuck. Bye-bye. All right, yeah, I'm going to be on George Norrie here this Thursday. I guess that must be advertised. I haven't talked to anybody about that yet. That'll be this Thursday on George Norrie. All right, let's see. 844-236-6010 is our number. Let's move to Long Island, and talk to Jason. What's up, Jason, in Long Island?
Hey, Ben. How's it going?
Where are you in Long Island?
Islip.
Islip, all right. All right, what's going on? How can we help you?
I have two questions. First is for sun protection. I work outside, and once a year I'll get a burn, like now, and then after that I don't. But is there something topically I can do?
Zinc oxide.
Zinc
oxide. Not only is zinc oxide protective, all minerals reflect the sun. You know how they tell you not to put metal in the microwave? You ever put metal in the microwave? You know what happens when you put metal in the microwave? You get like an explosion or fire. That's because the metal has a reflective property. Metals reflect energy. And so when you put metal in the microwaves bombard the food, but if there's metal in the way, the metal will reflect the microwaves, and the microwaves will bounce around, and that's why they tell you not to put anything metal in the microwave. Well, that same reflective property can be utilized on the skin to protect the skin from the sun. Metals will cause photons or sun rays or sun energy to bounce off of the skin. And this is why zinc oxide and titanium dioxide can be helpful for protecting you from the sun. The neat thing about zinc oxide that you can't get from titanium dioxide, and you most certainly can't get from toxic chemical sunscreens, is zinc oxide will also heal a sunburn. So with zinc oxide, you get the protective effects plus you get healing effects. The problem with zinc oxide is it's white, and so people don't like to use it. Now you can get some fancier zinc oxide products these days that are non-whitening, and that's probably what you want to use. But personally, what I'd be doing is I'd be putting some topical vitamin C underneath the zinc oxide, so you boost the sun protection benefits, you also get healing benefits, and you get the antioxidant benefits of the vitamin C. So zinc oxide is the way to go. If you use it in combination with vitamin C, you'll get even better benefits. Always make sure you're using fatty, lipophilic vitamin C rather than the cheapo ascorbic acid vitamin C that you'll find in most skincare products. Does that help?
Yeah, and then after, if you do burn,
zinc oxide and vitamin C.
Is there anything you could do?
Vitamin C, yeah, vitamin C, but lipophilic, fatty. And if you can't find any fatty vitamin C, go to truthtreatments.com and you'll find, 4 products with fatty vitamin C in them. Those are products that I formulated. And then also a zinc oxide. If you don't want to use vitamin C, you can use zinc oxide, which is great for healing burns. You know what else heals burns? A lot of folks don't realize this, or don't know about this. Corn oil actually has some healing benefits for burns. We used to use corn oil as an emergency pharmacy remedy for folks who had burns and didn't have access to anything that they could use for healing. So putting corn oil on a burn may help you. Make sure it's not oxidized. It's fresh, as fresh as you can find it. I don't know if you could find fresh corn oil, but if you could find it, that's got some healing properties. Zinc oxide will do it, and also lipophilic fatty vitamin C. All right, going to move on, Jason. Thank you so much for your call. Appreciate it. I hope I didn't cut you off there, Jason. Jason, you there? Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all. We're out of time. Call back tomorrow. We'll get you first up. And if we left you on hold, likewise, call back tomorrow and we'll get you first up. I'm going to take calls earlier tomorrow because in our second half, we're going to be talking to Regina Brett. Regina Brett, the author of God is Always Hiring, 50 Lessons in Finding Fulfilling Work. It's a very inspiring book, a little book, easy to read, and it's really cool, especially if you're looking for a job or you're not satisfied with your job. This is a really inspiring little book. Every job is as magical as you make it, Regina says. We'll be talking to her tomorrow on The Bright Side. Thank you so much for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have an awesome, spectacular, wonderful day. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now. All right, take care, man. Bye.
Hi, John Hubner from Midas Resources. Are you tired of watching your hard-earned assets dwindle away? As government spending is out of hand and the Federal Reserve is creating in excess of $20 billion a week, are you tired of stockbrokers gambling away your hard-earned money? Is this market a setup for a crash greater than 1987? Too many of today's policies resemble those that led to the collapse of 1929. This is John Hubner, and that was me in 2007. And we all know what happened when the subprime credit bubble burst. By March 2009, the dollar lost 50% of its value. The entire U.S. banking system was on the verge of collapsing. Like all financial problems of the past, is history about to repeat itself? Call me, John Hubner, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 129, before it's too late to protect yourself. Will the oncoming catastrophe take all private IRAs, 401ks with it? There is a way to protect your hard-earned assets. Call me, John Hubner, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 129.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates, 1-800-425